Marky Brownlee has just uploaded by far one of the most controversial tech reviews of all time. Now, if you don't know who Marky Brownlee is, he's a huge YouTuber with well over 18.7 million subscribers. Okay, he's the biggest on the platform to do it. And he uploaded a video a couple of days ago at the time of recording titled The Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed for Now. And this got insane backlash. The reason for it? Well, because apparently he was too honest. And within the video, his video could really affect the sales of the company that he reviewed. And right now, this video is still, even though it's 3 days old, number one on trending. Number one on trending. That is insanity. And literally, what did he do wrong? Well, we're going to play a little sample of his video to see what he actually did. And basically, to cut a long story short, we're going to skip to the part where he did the review. It didn't live up to the standards of what he wanted. But when he compared it to smartphones, which is basically what this is, it's like a very small version of a smartphone. This is what he had to say.
Just do on my phone. So I know I've said like a bunch of the downsides and the problems this device has, but I really genuinely think the biggest problem this pin is going to have is that smartphones are kind of OP. Like, that's the number one thing I've reminded myself from the week of using this pin, trying to get it to do stuff, is that smartphones are not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think a lot of the comments online have already picked up on this, even without testing and using the pin, which is, okay, there seems like a lot of overlap between what this is and what a smartphone can do. But everything that this pin does, a modern smartphone does better and faster and easier and in higher quality and just better in every way. Like, your smartphone obviously takes better pictures and videos and you can frame things more easily. Of course, a phone can call and text people more easily. You can use it in more places, loud places, private places, use it with literally any outfit. Also, a phone, like, you can quickly Google things, it's faster to message people back, and of course, it can email people and use all kinds of app experiences. Do you know what happens when you try to just send someone a picture from the AI pin? You already know how to do it on your phone. With the AI pin, okay, you take the picture, then you either try this with your voice or you pull up the picture, which is just a green 720p JPEG on your hand. I guess that's a good enough preview, sure. You go to send it, you pick your contact or type in the whole phone number with the gestures. Eventually you go to send, and it has its own internet connection, and it sends a link to view the picture in the Humane web portal. Like, the difference in how easy, how frictionless that is here versus here, it's not even close. And
so that in itself was basically the crux of the problem for this video, apparently, according to some people. Now, the object or the device that was being reviewed was this video by Humane. This pin by Humane, which is the AI pin. And you'd think, all right, well, you know, maybe for the price point, it might be all right. But no, this thing is just shy of $700. So you're going to drop $700 to basically view things on your hand and make it a little bit more difficult. And that was basically the crux of the review. He said, look, whatever you can do on this, you can do it far easier on a smartphone. And everyone's got a smartphone. It's just, you don't need to pay $700 to have an external device and have it do the same things that your smartphone can already do. And people got pretty mad about it. Looking at Twitter as well, this was from Drama Alert. Humane AI expected to have a sales decrease due to the bad review. And this is from a user called Alex Kerr, and said, this is MKBHD review is devastating for the future of Humane. The most trusted tech reviewer saying it's the worst product he's ever reviewed and is going to eviscerate sales. And looking at it, you'd probably think, well, he makes a fair point. But you've also got to look at it from a pragmatic point of view. Marky Brownlee, he's built his whole channel. The reason he is the #1 trusted reviewer for tech on the internet is because he's built a level of trust with his audience, in which he calls out if a product is bad. Because if he said this is the best thing since sliced bread, and everyone goes out and buys one off of his recommendation, and they're like, no, this is a pile of dog shit, like, it doesn't work, it's not very good at all, people are going to turn to Marky Brownlee and be like, you recommended this to us, you said that this was good, and then it tarnishes the trust, it leaves a bit of a sour taste in their mouths, and it affects him in the long run. And the whole point of people going to his channel is because they trust that they're going to get a reliable review, which is exactly what they've got. And it got so bad that even more people started jumping on the bandwagon with comments like, I find it distasteful and almost unethical to say this when you have 18 million subscribers. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. Potentially killing someone else's nascent projects reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm. And you'd think, well, what on earth are you talking about? Like, with 18 million subscribers comes the responsibility. You know, he's going all Uncle Ben on us, but it comes the responsibility to be review honestly, to be honest with your audience. And actually, I think this is actually, if you flip it on its head, it would be true. It's tasteful and it's ethical to do that for people. But this got so bad that even Charlie from Moist Critical jumped on it, and he was like, dog shit take. Great way to start it. Imagine a world where reviewers have to give squeaky clean reviews to everything. The whole point is informing people on products so they can decide if it's worth buying. This one was turbo ass, and he did people a favour by saving them time/money on it. Completely fair point. And I'm glad to see that huge people are defending this, because actually it's not necessary for people to be jumping on this bandwagon and being like, no, you did a bad thing because you said that this company's made a bad product. You should be giving squeaky clean reviews. No, because if he does that, again, like I say, he's just going to damage his own reputation. People aren't going to watch him, and he's not going to be like that god tier tech reviewer anymore. But things got so bad. I mean, first of all, let's just put it into perspective. The controversy was actually so big that it probably did more damage to the company than this video did if it was left alone. Because if this video was left alone, if we compare this video to other Marky Brownlee videos, alright, you've got 2 million views, 3 million views, 2 million, 3 million, 3.3 million, 2.9, 3.1, and then this one, 5.8, which is one of his biggest reviews in around 2 months. Because of the controversy around it, it drew more eyes to the video, which drew more eyes to Humane, which gave them an even worse reputation because more people are seeing it, and it got it onto the #1 trending video on YouTube. But the controversy got so bad that Marky Brownlee literally responded, saying, "Do bad reviews kill companies?" And within it, I've got a little insert here. He basically outlines everything that everyone else has already been saying by stating this.
So look, I've reviewed a lot of bad products in my day. You might remember some of them. You might remember the Dyson headphones, or the Red Hydrogen 1, or the Pixel Slate, or the HTC U Ultra. The list goes on. But one thing has definitely been clear and consistent throughout all of this, which is anytime the company goes under, you don't get those bad reviews without the product being bad to begin with, obviously. I have a massive amount of respect and appreciation for people and groups of people who are actually making new stuff, like building products. That's the hard part at the end of the day, and we get to get a whole bunch of new exciting things that might change the world, and that's really exciting. But my reviews, technically, are not for them. All that any honest review actually does is just accelerate whatever was already going on. Think of it that way. Okay, thanks for watching. Oh, look.
So that's exactly the point. If the product in the first place was good, there would be no need for a bad review. He's not given a bad review because the product's actually amazing and he wants to damage the reputation. He's given a bad review because the product wasn't that good. And if he had a great product in his hands, the review would be completely different. And people wouldn't be looking at this as a negative take on it. They wouldn't be looking at it as, you know, you're trying to damage the reputation of this company. No, he wants good tech because his channel was built on good tech. Like, if there was no good tech out there, he wouldn't have a channel. Simple as that. But he does, because there is good tech out there that he's reviewed. So, you know, the onus should be more on the company that's made the tech, less on the reviewers, because the reviewers are just being honest. And even if, you know, Marky Brownlee, let's say he never made this video. It never came to the internet. It never was a thing. People would have worked this out on their own. Sales would have been like this. They would have, you know, they would have skyrocketed because it's something new and exciting. It would have been branded as this amazing product that's going to change the world. Then it's going to hit a peak where people have all got it. They've all tried it out for a week and they're like, no, this is shit. So then it's just going to go anyway. Instead, with Marky Brownlee, the sales are still going to go up because not everyone's going to see this, but you know, they're just not going to go as high as they probably would have. But the longevity of the product still would have had the same outcome regardless of whether Marky Brownlee made this review or not. But there it is. The whole drama between Marky Brownlee and Humane AI. What do you make of it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Should he be getting grief for this, or do you think he should be more squeaky clean with his reviews? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. Simply said, and until next time, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Cannot wait to see you in the next one, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.